Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to talk about something very basic but something that is extremely critical to the current time, and that is anxiety. No doubt all of you must have heard about the term, must be experiencing some symptoms of it, or might have experienced it in the past, or you might just be curious about it. Now, as we all have been through this COVID crisis, anxiety has soared up to such a great extent that it cannot be neglected anymore. That is the reason why I am making this video today. When we talk about anxiety, it is crucial to know what it exactly is. Now, anxiety is a state of perception. It is a perceived state of crisis that might be real, might not be real. So, with that, we need to keep in mind that anxiety itself is not bad. But when, like anything else, when anxiety gets out of hand, out of control, then that's when it rears its ugly head. That's when things take turn for the bad. All different types of disorders associated to anxiety, such as panic attack, etc., etc. These are different terminologies, but all of these, all of the anxiety spectrum disorders are basically different reactions to a perceived state of crisis. We human beings are trained since childhood to follow, since childhood to go or move according to a system. We know where we are going, where is point A, where is point B. We know how we are going from, we sometimes know how we are going from point A to point B. Sometimes we have to figure it out how we go from point A to point B. These are cultural differences, sometimes personal differences. When we say that somebody likes to experiment, is not when we are saying that the person doesn't know where point B is. Rather, we are saying that that individual is not sure as to how to go from point A to point B. So that person is striking out and trying to find his or her own path. That is experimentation. So what is the difference with that and crisis? Now, crisis is when you don't know what point B is, or you fail to notice it. It is akin to somebody who is trapped in a tunnel, a dark tunnel, and that person cannot see any light at the end of the tunnel. He or she is not even sure that there is any light at the end of the tunnel. What the light signifies is direction and a possible solution, a way of escape, possible solution. In such circumstances, the person panics. Or if panic is a too clinical term, I will avoid that. Maybe use a more layman's term. In such circumstances, the particular individual cannot make a proper judgment, proper decision. His or her judgment making capacity is compromised. Their mental thought process is centered around the crisis only, and they fail to see a way out of it. Even in this COVID crisis, the same thing has happened with a lot of people. Now, it has to be kept in mind that anxiety is very often a comorbidity with depression, stress, and other such conditions. And even To begin with, these conditions are not there. Now, once you have anxiety, you are very prone to developing these comorbidities. Now, when the individual trapped in the tunnel fails to see a road out of it, the only possible escape might seem to be suicide. Just end it all, just switch off the game, and everything might be, I won't say better, they won't know what will happen afterwards. Now, that might seem to be a viable option. It doesn't come in a day, it doesn't come in 2 days. Acute, extremely acute anxiety might make a person do that, but that is not so common. What is common is precipitating, building up, building up, building up of anxiety. Then you start going to a depressed mode, and then you start that slide down into suicidal tendencies. Okay, enough of the negative thing, enough of it. You have an idea now what and how anxiety can cripple somebody. So what can you do about that? How to solve it? Where is the light at the end of the tunnel? See, the thing about discovery is that you don't know all the time where point B is. You have an idea of it. But sometimes you just need to move a little bit forward, or you just need help from somebody to show you the right direction. That is where friends, family, and therapists, psychologists come in. That person, that group of individuals, or that individual will help you to see the direction where you need to go. Where is point B and how to reach it. That very, I wouldn't say meager, let us say simple help. Just telling somebody that there is point B and there is a way for you to go from point A where you are now to point B, which is a better state, can be tremendous help, can have a tremendously positive impact on a person's psychology. The entire mental makeup can change in that instant. Now, you must not expect that positive change to be so sudden if the person is really down the road. Climbing back up might take some time. That's why therapies take certain amount of time. Cannot be done in a single day. But the road, once you start climbing, you know that this road goes up to the point where the scenery is better, when the conditions are better, you can start climbing. You can start making the effort to climb. And remember, always a helper is present there. In the case of my patients, my clients, I am present. That is the responsibility of each and every individual, each and every human, is to help each other out. As friends, family, guides, coach, therapists, whatever terminology. So I want to give a message to each and every individual on this planet to help the person next to you, to help those that are in touch with you, those individuals whom you can touch. Help them if they are in a crisis, talk to them. Or if you are in a crisis, talk to those around you. You don't know where help will come from, but it is always there. Just remember that. Thank you.